A shocking report shook the BINJIN fandom, but just when the rumors reached a fever pitch, Hyunbin's agency broke their silence, and what happened next left fans speechless. Hello BINJIN family, and welcome back to the channel where we bring you the most heartfelt and exclusive stories about our favorite stars. Today, we're diving deep into the truth behind that explosive report about Hyunbin, the official statement from his agency, and the rare, heartwarming public appearance of Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin that's making headlines worldwide. Trust me, you'll want to watch this till the very end, because every detail is worth it. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of BINJIN magic. Let's get started. What if I told you that the most private couple in Korean entertainment just stepped into the public eye and the world hasn't stopped talking about it? And what if I told you that the shocking rumor that's been making headlines about Hyunbin finally forced his agency to break their silence? Today, we're diving deep into the moment that brought Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin, the beloved BINJIN couple, back into the spotlight and the truth behind the report that had everyone on edge. From the moment they confirmed their relationship, Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin have been the definition of elegance, romance, and privacy. They're not the kind of couple to flaunt their love in front of the cameras or post daily updates for fans. No, BINJIN's love story has always been wrapped in an aura of mystery, and that's exactly why every little glimpse of them together feels so special. But just days ago, that aura was shaken. Out of nowhere, a shocking report started making waves online. At first, fans weren't sure whether to believe it. The headlines were bold, the speculation was wild, and the words Hyunbin were plastered everywhere across entertainment news portals. Whispers turned into discussions, discussions into debates, and soon enough, the rumor became the talk of the town, not only in Korea, but across the entire global BINJIN fandom. So, what exactly happened? The report claimed that Hyunbin had been spotted in a situation that fans weren't expecting at all. Some media outlets even hinted that this could have a direct impact on his upcoming projects and, possibly, on his family life. For a couple as private as Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin, this kind of sudden attention can be overwhelming. It didn't help that the rumor came at a time when both of them were relatively low profile in public. As the story spread, speculation piled on. Some claimed it was career-related, others whispered about personal matters, and a few even tried to stir unnecessary drama about their marriage. And as usual, in the world of celebrity news, the absence of an official statement only fueled the fire. Fans began pleading for the truth. Some worried, some got frustrated, but most just wanted clarity, because they knew that the media can often twist the smallest detail into something sensational. Then, after hours of silence that felt like days, Hyunbin's agency finally stepped in. Their words were calm, measured, but firm. They directly addressed the rumors, making it clear that the circulating claims were either exaggerated or taken out of context. While they didn't go into every single detail, respecting the privacy of both Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin, they reassured fans that there was no crisis, no scandal, and no hidden trouble brewing. In other words, BINJIN is fine. The agency also reminded the public and the media to be responsible with their reporting, pointing out that unverified stories can cause unnecessary harm to both artists and their families. And just like that, a wave of relief swept through the fandom. Messages of support and love for BINJIN began flooding social media, drowning out the noise of the earlier speculation. But here's where the story takes an even sweeter turn. Barely a day after the agency's statement, Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin were seen together in public, a sight that's becoming increasingly rare since their marriage and the birth of their son. And this wasn't just any appearance, it was one that made fans' hearts melt all over again. They were spotted at a private gathering, not a flashy red carpet, not a commercial shoot, but a quiet, warm setting. Hyunbin looked effortlessly handsome, as always, while Son Ye-jin's elegance lit up the room. The way they interacted was subtle but telling. The small smiles, the shared glances, the comfortable body language of two people deeply in love. For fans, this sighting was more than just a celebrity moment. It was reassurance, confirmation, and a reminder of why BINJIN has captured so many hearts worldwide. In the midst of rumors, They didn't feel the need to over-explain or stage a public display. They simply showed up together, and that was enough. Some attendees even mentioned that Hyun was extra attentive, making sure Sun Yi-jin was comfortable and happy. And Sun Yi-jin, in her gentle way, seemed to mirror his affection with soft touches and warm smiles. It was the kind of natural chemistry that can't be faked, the same spark fans first saw when the two starred together in Crash Landing on You. Of course, the public appearance set off another wave of excitement online. Fans began posting and sharing every tiny detail, from Hyunbin's outfit to the exact way Sun Yi-jin tilted her head while laughing. For the BINJIN fandom, moments like these are treasures, rare glimpses into a love story that mostly unfolds away from the cameras. The timing of their appearance couldn't have been more perfect. After days of uncertainty, seeing them together sent one clear message: BINJIN is strong, united, and very much in love. Looking back, it's no surprise why the rumor gained so much attention. Hyunbin and Sun Yi-jin are more than just actors. They're symbols of a fairy tale romance that crossed from fiction into real life. Their wedding, their journey into parenthood, and their continued commitment to their craft have made them both inspiring and relatable to millions. When something shakes that image, people can't help but react strongly. But if this incident proved anything, it's that BINJIN isn't swayed by noise. They choose when and how to share their lives, and they do it on their own terms. Whether it's a subtle joint appearance, a rare photo, or simply the absence of drama, they've built a relationship that thrives away from the constant glare of the spotlight. And maybe that's the real lesson here. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, Hyunbin and Sun Yi-jin show us that love doesn't need to be constantly displayed to be real. Sometimes, the quietest moments are the most powerful. As for what's next for BINJIN, Hyunbin is set to continue with his upcoming projects, while Sun Yi-jin remains selective about her next on-screen appearance, focusing on both her career and her role as a mother. And that's the latest on Hyunbin's agency statement and BINJIN's rare, heartwarming public appearance. It's moments like these that remind us why we love and support them so much. If you enjoyed this update and want to keep following their beautiful journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join our growing BINJIN family. We've got more touching stories, breaking news, and rare sightings coming your way, so don't miss it. Until next time, keep the love alive and stay tuned for our next video.